All right, you need to be on that side, your counsel.
On this side?
All right, what's happening with this case? Have you conferred with the state?
Not yet, Your Honor. It was this, I'm asking about, the correctional office has filed a mental health report saying that he's mentally ill. So I wanted to have him ordered to submit to a test for whether he's competent to stand trial.
All right, have you spoken to him?
Yes, he's right here. And I told him.
Well, I mean, in speaking with him, do you think he's competent or no?
I'm sorry.
In speaking to him, do you think he's competent or not? Many people have mental health issues, but it doesn't mean that they are incompetent.
Well, I really can't tell. I can't say that I've noticed.
Okay, pause. This is already a red flag moment. When a defense attorney says, "I really can't tell," in response to whether their own client is competent to stand trial, that's serious. In criminal law, competency isn't about whether someone has mental health struggles. It's about whether they understand the charges and can assist in their defense. The judge is absolutely right here. She's drawing a line between mental illness and legal incompetence. And that distinction changes everything. Let me ask you this. Should an attorney be asking for a competency evaluation before even confirming whether their client understands the case? Or is that responsible lawyering? This moment sets the tone. This judge is not going to let anyone be vague today.
Yeah, no. I see people doing that. And it's insane for people to do that.
Yeah. Glaciers coming right up to the road.
Oh, wow.
I saw light posts, and the light posts are 2/3 covered with stones. What the hell is that about? That's because they have so many avalanches.
Oh,
And
my
they would
God.
have knocked over the pole. So they're keeping that.
Mhm.
I said, why do we get electricity in this remote little town?
Mhm.
Because it's all hydraulic water power.
Mhm.
I said, collecting the river, because there's so many rivers.
Oh, wow.
River after river after river. I mean, these are several football field size
Mhm.
wide, and it's just roaring white water coming down. But no, there's dams built up in the mountains,
Mhm.
and that's where we get the electrical. That was interesting.
So did you ride back or no?
On the way there, I called I talked to the secretary. I said, man, I'm not sure I can make it. My back is killing me
Mhm.
between the shoulder blades. And I was asking people at the hotel, somebody please rub this lotion on me. They thought I was a creep. Nobody's gonna do it.
Yeah.
I was talking about, I want to turn back. She said, no, keep going. You've got too much invested. And then the wife got hold of it. Oh, no. And then I was talking about shipping the bike back.
Mhm.
And because you can put it on a ferry and then ship
Mhm.
it back from Seattle and flying back. No, I'm already here. I can do it. I can do it. At one point, I suffered where my hand got like this,
Oh, my gosh.
and I could no longer move my fingers because it was almost freezing rain coming down. Right, I'm going on the bike. I don't have the proper wet gear,
Mhm.
and I'm supposed to use this for the front brake,
Mhm.
and this is for the foot brake.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm terrified that this thing froze. It never happened to me before.
Oh, my gosh.
Hold on. Did you catch that? We just went from frozen motorcycle fingers and CBD ointment to my mom is sick in Mexico. This is what makes courtroom footage fascinating. Human stories collide with legal reality. Sometimes defendants overshare. Sometimes they're building sympathy. Sometimes they're just talking. But here's the thing. Judges hear everything. And they separate emotional storytelling from legal relevance. Do you think this was genuine concern? Or was it setting up a future excuse? Because titles like The Excuse don't appear for no reason. Stay with this.
It's just so many different people. I ended up staying at a homeless shelter.
Mhm.
I was in Missoula, Montana. It was like $260 for the hotel room. I said, I'm not paying that.
Mhm.
That's just a few hours. So the wife's on the phone and she got shit. Go over to this other hotel. I went over there, got the room, and said, okay. The people at the counter were tweaking.
Oh, my gosh.
And the college girls were cleaning the rooms. And then there was a lady with no legs in a wheelchair in the room next to mine. And she dropped her lighters. I picked it up for her. And then she dropped her marijuana. It's legal there. I picked it up for her. I said, I put that in your bra. It's gonna keep all the other. Why is this lady sitting here? And there were guys eating in the car. What's going on?
Boom. There it is. That tone shift? That's the courtroom snapping back to reality. When a judge challenges a defendant's narrative like that, it usually means the story being told doesn't match the evidence. Judges see police reports. They see body cam footage. They know timelines. So when she says, "You were picked up down the street," she's signaling, "I'm not buying what you're selling." Let me ask you, do you think defendants sometimes forget the court has receipts? Because this judge clearly does.
You can do it as long as there's no 18-wheelers next to you, because when they pass you,
Oh, it sucks you in?
it leaves a foam of water.
Oh my
like
gosh.
fog, and you can't see anything. You're blinded.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Who wrote this?
Okay.
There's no room for me to sign.
I was thinking that just as we signed, I thought you could sign right in between. Sorry,
It's like,
I know, right?
and it's all caps. You know what I learned from watching a documentary? You know how people say they can look at your handwriting and they can tell whose handwriting is?
Mm.
Well, according to, I guess I shouldn't say this, but according to the FBI, if you write in block letters, print. So what are you trying to say? Are you going to say this is not my writing?
My handwriting is so bad. If I don't do all caps, it is completely illegible. Couple that with a bit of palsy I have in the left hand, so I need to go to Jamaica.
You know, I would, when I was in the DA's office in synopsis, when people read my synopsis, it's in all caps. And so attorneys went to Norma and said, "Oh my gosh, was Judge Boyd upset because this is in all caps?" And Norma was like, "No, for some reason in synopsis, you can't increase the font size."
Yes.
And so I would put in all caps because it was easier for me to see. And so Norma would say, "No, she wasn't upset.
It was not
It's just
yelling.
easier to see." Yes. Oh, when I would yell in emails and put in all caps, I would say, "Yes, I am yelling in this email. That's why it's in all caps." So I don't like confusion.
Good comment.
Okay, all right, thank you. And if you want a copy of that, just make it in the back.
May I approach Judge?
Yes. Do you have the file?
I
Are you
don't.
approaching on a file?
I do not have a place.
People are not remembering the rules.
Well.
It's mainly a chance.
All right, who's here on Kerry Henderson?
I am, Your Honor.
Henderson, where is he?
Mr. Henderson's in custody.
Oh, come down. And counsel, you're on this side. All right, this is a possession less than a gram case. What's happening with this?
So Judge, there's two cases that are within indictment.
All right, excuse me, everyone, could you please whisper?
Sorry,
Yes.
Judge. There's two cases that are awaiting indictment. He was just arrested in late May. It's a drug case. We haven't gotten the last back yet.
All right, and the other cases that he's waiting on, those are drug cases as well?
So it's one drug case and then one fraudulent use or possession of identifying another case.
All right, and in the drug case, do you have any idea what level felony?
So right now it's starting off as a third degree, 1-4, but
My hunch is once those labs come back, it's gonna be probably a state jail.
there's at least a
This right here is where things get quietly dangerous. The lab results haven't even come back yet, and the level of felony could change depending on what they find. That means this defendant is sitting in jail while the severity of his future is literally being tested in a lab. Drug cases often hinge on weight and chemical confirmation. A fraction of a gram difference can change sentencing exposure dramatically. And here's the bigger issue: pretrial detention. The judge even says she doesn't want him sitting in jail if it's just a state jail case. That's judicial discretion in action. Do you think 30 days is fair? Or is that still too long when someone hasn't been convicted?
But if y'all have everything before then, just come back to the court and we'll put it on the docket. Okay?
Good, thank
We'll
you.
put it on the docket sooner. Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30-day reset on Henderson and just do it for discovery? I'm sorry, August when? All right, so we'll be back on August 10th. And Ms. Ferguson, can you give him a reset form in case he's released?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Is there anything else?
Nothing for the bench round.
So 1 moment.
Okay.
All right, so we're just here for the update on the federal case.
Apparently, Your Honor, I'm speaking with the clerk. My client is still in federal custody. So the only way to handle this is, what I think you have to follow a judge's warrant or something
But
to
do
get.
we know what the charges are?
That I'm not 100% sure on, Judge.
Do we know who his federal attorney is?
I don't know that. She just walked up. She knows where he is, but
So is he
he's in federal custody.
has he been sentenced? Or are they just waiting for, because if they're waiting for a trial for him or something,
No, I believe he's been sentenced and he's actually serving his time. Apparently he was here, over a year ago. I was on his case at that point and I got appointed afterwards.
so do we know if he's been sentenced?
No, Judge, and I can find that out. I don't know. I'm not aware right now that he's been sentenced federally. I do know that we made an offer that would run concurrent with any type of federal case.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Sean Smith, recall this for next week. So, and what I want to know is who's his federal attorney and whether or not he's actually been sentenced. Because if he's been,
Now, this is where it gets complicated. When someone is in federal custody while also facing state charges, jurisdiction becomes a chess match. If he's already been sentenced federally, the state can issue a bench warrant and try to bring him over. But if he hasn't, the federal system has priority. And notice what the judge is doing. She's not guessing. She wants confirmation. She wants the federal attorney's name. She wants facts before acting. That's procedural precision. And here's the big question. Should sentences run concurrent or consecutive? Because that decision can literally add years to someone's life behind bars. This is bigger than it looks.
are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date for Ms. Ashby. Who is the prosecutor on this case? That's Criminal Trial Division. All right. So, Norma, I'm anticipating this is a trial that will probably last no more than 2 days. It's a drug case.
Your Honor, I have a vacation letter in, like the 17th through 31st of July. As of August 1st, I'm good anytime after this works.
All right, just 1 second. Norma, are we able to recall it for next week?
Next week is a snag with that. I have to go to Michigan for a deposition on Thursday and Friday.
And when is your vacation?
It starts the 18th of July,
And when is it in?
or the 31st. That's what I'm saying, like August 1st, I think it'll be. That's
All right, Ms. Ferguson, jury trial in August. Excuse me, miss.
And there it is. The final shift in tone. Your plea deadline date has expired. That's courtroom code for. The negotiation window is closing. Once plea deadlines pass, leverage changes. The prosecution gains power. The defendant risks going to trial without a deal. And if they lose, sentencing can be harsher. Also, notice how the judge addressed gum chewing and crop tops earlier. Some people see that as strict. Others see it as maintaining order and respect for the court. What do you think? Is that professionalism or unnecessary control? Because courtroom